Hi friends, welcome to my channel and to my classroom. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so excited to tell you that I'm bringing you another tutorial. The big thing that I hear from people all the time these days is more tutorials, more tutorials. So first of all, I want to say right off the top, if you like the tutorials that I'm giving you, how to make your own resources, how to make your store prettier, tech tips, whatever, I would love it. It would be so helpful if you would subscribe to my channel by clicking that below and then also liking this video. That kind of lets me know what kind of content you're loving, and it's just a really great way to support free content like this. So I'm glad that you're here, and I just want to tell you this tutorial is going to be how to make a resource for your classroom. It's not designed to be a resource that you sell because, to be totally honest, I'm a little iffy about the rules with Canva, especially the free account, and so I wouldn't want to give you bad advice that would get you into trouble with copyright. So this particular game we're making today is designed to be used in your classroom and not to be sold. However, I'm happy to do tutorials on resources that are designed to be sold. I would love for you to tell me in the comment section what kind of videos you want to see. What are the resources you're confused about how to make, or just tech tip tutorials that you are really stumped about and you just need somebody to go in and demystify it in a short tech tutorial, because I will get you. I got you there. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. I'm so excited to show you how to make a this or that game on Canva for your students. Let's get started. All right, friends, let's get into it. So first thing you're gonna wanna do is pull up canva.com. Like I said, to use it just like regularly is free. You can also apply for a free educator account, which you absolutely should do. But you cannot sell things that you make with your educator account on Teachers Pay Teachers. I pay for a pro account, but if you are making things for your students, you can just use the educator account and it'll give you full access to all of the features. But like I said, it's not designed to sell. If you do want to sell, I would recommend that you invest in a pro account, and then I would probably speak with Canva just to make sure that it's okay for you to sell the things that you make using Canva templates. Okay, with that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to want to do on the first page is go ahead and click on presentation. You can do that up here on the design anything bar, or you can search the word presentation right here in the search bar. I'm just going to click right here. And when I do, it's going to show me a ton of different presentation templates that I can use. But usually, to save myself time of flipping through a whole bunch of different templates, I will usually search the word education or school to give me templates that more easily fit what I'm looking for. This time of year, I love to make this or that games. My kids absolutely love them and beg for them, and they're so easy. Let me show you. So let's go ahead and search the word school for now. Okay, so we're gonna get all of these awesome templates that we can use. And the template that I'm making today is for summer. So actually, let me type in summer to get that kind of summery look. Love that. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of things for me to choose from here. I'm just gonna click one that I think kind of like fits my purposes the best, and then we're gonna use that to make our product. So let's click on this. In just a second, all the elements are gonna load, perfect. And then I'm gonna move them around the screen so that it's like the right spot for me. So for the sand, I'm gonna move that down a little bit so it's kind of out of the way. Perfect. And then I'm gonna pause right now to kind of move the elements around so you don't have to watch me do that. And then I'll pick back up when we're gonna get back into the tutorial. Okay, I've shifted some of the elements around now. So I'm gonna delete some of these text boxes like this because I don't need them. And I'm actually gonna also delete this bigger box right here. And I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna stretch it up to meet the top one. You're gonna see that it provides you this really great little guideline so that you can just lock right into alignment with that one. Okay, so this says class schedule, but I'm actually gonna change that to say this or that. I'm also gonna change these so that they're the same color and lower them just a little bit. So let's go ahead and select these blocks, lower them down to like right here-ish. I really like the way that that class schedule looks maybe for the word this. So I'm gonna double click on that and I'm gonna type this. And then I'm going to change the size of this. One of the things I like a lot about Canva is that you don't have to go in and change the font size. You can just go like that and drag it out. So I love the way that's looking so far. But then if I wanted to change any of the colors, which I might, one of the other things I really love so much about Canva is that when I select this piece of artwork here, and I select this purple, which is kind of the thing I'm having an issue with, you can see the document colors that are already being used in this document so that the colors will look as complementary as they possibly can. It's like, let's look how this looks. Okay, I think I like that a little bit better. So I've got this, and then I'm actually gonna duplicate this and make it the word that. I'm just gonna change the colors on the word that. I'm gonna change the color to maybe green. Let's see. I'm not sold on that. There we go. I like that. Okay, so we've got this or that. I'm gonna change the position of this so it's a little bit more centered over these blocks. Love that. And then I'm gonna click text here and grab the bigger header right here. Type the word or. And then I'm going to change the font to some of the fonts that I have uploaded because I've purchased them. You can see my uploaded fonts right here. Usually for a word like this that's going to be thinner, I like AG Philosophical Medium. Yeah, I love the look of that. And we're just going to drag and drop that here. There we go, right in between these words. Okay, so that is one of the biggest steps done. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna save this as a PDF. I'm also gonna add a 1 right here and a 2 right here, which you'll see when we jump into the Google Slides piece. And so I'm gonna again pause. Okay guys, so here we are in a Google Slides presentation. And let me show you what I did to transition those PNG images that I made in Canva over here to Google Slides. First, I just downloaded those PNGs that we just made together in Canva, downloaded them as a PNG, but JPEG will work too. Then I opened up a Google Slides presentation and I inserted it as the backdrop. So let me show you how to do that. So here we are in the actual game. Click on background, choose image, browse, go to those downloaded PNGs, which will likely be in your downloads folder. Here it is. Click this and enter. And there it is. Now, the great thing about this is it populates as the background. So you can't even pick it up and like drag it around like you could do if you inserted it as a picture in the backdrop. You know what I'm saying? The background is a static image. It's the background of the slide and it cannot be moved. So now to actually play the game with the kids, first of all, I've made this into a Pear Deck. If you don't know how Pear Deck works, you can watch my tutorial video that I've already made about it. But also this is completely optional. You do not need to make this a Pear Deck. You can just make it as a straight slides presentation. I just did the Pear Deck so that there's a virtual component where the kids can select things virtually by dragging an interactive icon through the Pear Deck software. And again, feel free to watch the video on that if you're not sure what I mean. Okay, so here's how the game actually works. I made a cover page where I just joined those 2 boxes together and downloaded that as a PNG too and put Summer Edition over the top. Then here I put some directions, how to play. Hold up a 1 to vote for the first option and a 2 to vote for the second. You could also stand up and sit down. I should change that typo, or run to one side of the room or the other. And then you can change those to whatever works for you. Then, like I just showed you, I made this the background of this slide. I added some text boxes right here, and then I'm gonna put some options. So this one is go to Mexico for vacation or go to France for vacation. So let's click Explore here, and let's type in Mexico. Click on Images. And let's grab this one. And we're gonna drag and drop this image into the space underneath the 1. So the first thing I like to do is click this little link option to just get rid of that link. This happens to be a PNG, which makes me really happy because I can't stand JPEGs. Wow, we're trying to resize. Okay, so now we've resized that image so it fits and everything. Now let's go ahead and type in France and get an icon from France. Little fun fact, if you type the word icon, it tends to help you find PNG images rather than JPEG images. But if you're just making this for your kiddos, like don't worry that much about it. It'll be fine if they get a JPEG image. Again, I'm gonna delete that link and I'm gonna resize this so that it fits in this space under the 2. Then to continue this process and to keep the Pear Deck functionality, I'm just going to duplicate this slide by selecting here and then Command D. The slide will duplicate. I'm going to go to the next slide. I'm going to delete these. You can see it changing right here where the first one has that. And then I'm going to change these to my next option and continue that duplication process until all of these slides are summer this or that slides. And then to use them with my kids, I'm just going to screen share if I was in a virtual call and the kids would hold up a 1 or a 2 to vote or stand up or sit down. Or sometimes I play them in person where if I'll say, if you agree with the thing on the left side of the board, run to the left side of the room. If you agree with the thing on the right side of the room, run to the right side of the room. And that version of playing it is really fun. Or again, you can do it as a peer deck where the kids will drag their little slide indicator to vote for the thing that they like better. I like to make around 10 slides, and then I also like to make these blank ones at the bottom so kids can have templates to make their very own this or that activities. And then I always end with a couple of questions to just let us get to know each other a little bit better, and I make this a text response slide for peer deck. Okay, guys, I hope that this helps. Let me know what other tutorials you would like to see for making resources and things like that for your kiddos, and also Teachers Pay Teachers questions, ed tech questions, or anything else. I'm always happy to help and always here for you. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that like button, and I will see you in our next video.